I went from strict to stricto, strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Stricto.
Yes, people. Welcome back to my channel. Big Stricto here. Don't forget to like. You know, fuck all of that, man. Listen, Porto 1, Arsenal 0. A very disappointing performance. Very disappointing result. I want to be vexed. I really want to be vexed, but I can't. Of course, I'm upset. I'm disappointed in the result, but I think these boys have given us a lot to be proud of these last couple of weeks. Obviously, now we're at the business end of the Champions League. You know, this is the big boy competition. This is where you show your intention. This is where you show your teeth. And tonight we didn't show our teeth. It was toothless tonight. It was a toothless performance. Had a lot of possession. Didn't create nothing. Had corners. We was on Stoke settings today. A lot of set pieces, not transferring into goals. You know, we saw the last couple of weeks when we scored from set pieces, you know, we all raved on about our set piece coach and, you know, how he's changed us and how he's made us more dynamic with set pieces. But today, it just seemed like we could have a million more of them set pieces, bro, and no chance of scoring today. I can't lie, of course I'm disappointed. Why would, you know, Arsenal losing the Champions League is disappointing. Like, you know, especially the way we lost. You know, Porto definitely showed us respect. Them being a home team didn't really, you know, kind of let us have the ball, kind of let us have our way in some aspects, but in some other aspects didn't let us have our way. And when I say that, I mean in a sense that, you know, they destructed our rhythm a lot. You know, you see, when we did have the times when we were playing our triangles, when we were playing our passes, our fluidity, you know, they commit a foul. You know, that's a team that's well drilled, well marshaled, a team that understands their intentions on how to stop us. You know, and it worked. You know, I did for a lot of the players that we've become accustomed to over the last few weeks. Your Martinellis, your Saka, your Odegaard, your Trossard. Yeah, those guys fell short today, man. They didn't really put in that performance that we've come to expect. You know, the start of the game, I said 4-0. Like, I was maybe you could call it a bit of naivety, but I felt like if we played how we were playing these last few weeks, we blow any team out the water. You saw what we done to Burnley. You saw what we done to West Ham. You saw how we blew Liverpool's back. Blew them out of the water. You know what I'm saying? You saw what we can do when we play out how we want to play. But credit to Porto, they obviously done their research. They knew, you know, how dangerous we are, and and you know that could only, you know, that's a good thing. But also that doesn't really help in it. We still lost. You know what I'm saying? It's no good saying you're a great fighter. I mean, you know, you're a knockout artist. You get into the ring and you get knocked out. Do you know what I'm saying? No one cares about your knockout artistry. Do you know what I mean? But we were lame today. I think that's probably the best word. Like, it was actually a dull game. Like, it was 0-0. That game had 0-0 written all over it because Porto stopped us from playing. And, you know, they stuck to their game plan of, you know, when they had their chance, albeit 30-yarder, they took it. But, bro, Raya, are you not allowed to make saves, bro? Are you not allowed? I don't get it. It feels like every shot this guy faces goes in. I want to see his contract, bro. I want to see his contract, bro. I want to see particularly that part about saves. I want to see what it says about saves, bro. Because every shot this guy faces is going in, bro. Like, yeah, you're good at your feet, but you're a goalkeeper, bro. Your primary job is your hands. Your primary job is your hands, bro. Like, I swear to God, if that guy don't move, he saves that shot. If he doesn't move, he saves that shot. Like, the ball goes around him. He's off his line, bro. Listen, he wasn't the only one, but ultimately, bro, like, when you're getting beat like that, it's gonna lie on your head. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna lie on your head. And then now that question about, oh, Ramsdale could have saved that, or, you know, those questions are going to ring loud. Do you know what I mean? Those questions are going to ring loud. But, oh, man. Arteta as well with the subs. This game was crying out for a sub, like 55th minute. He should have said to them boys, look, nothing changes in the first 10 minutes. I'm changing stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm hooking you man up. His in-game management today was poor. 70th minute, I believe, is when he made his first sub. 70th minute. Did we even have a shot on target today? I can't even remember, bro. I can't remember. But it was a lame performance. The performance was lame. Like, I haven't seen us like that since like the Fulham game. I'm not saying the Fulham game, do you know, at least the Fulham game was well beaten. But this game, we had a lot of the possession, but all of it was pointless. It felt like our possession was to stop them having the ball. You know, I haven't seen this performance in a while, this Arsenal. What happened to the flipping stadiums are empty everywhere we go? What happened to that? What happened to that Arsenal? Man, honestly, bro. Like Arteta said himself, like we lacked threat, and that was exactly it. We lacked threat, and it's mad because I hate to say it, but I felt like this game would have suited someone like Zinchenko, cause breaking them lines. You know what I'm saying? Like teams like this that set up like this, he's good at breaking them lines. You know, them forward passes, because we don't really get much with Kivior. I'm not gonna lie to you, we don't get much with Kivior. Kivior is just there, not by choice, but well, it was whatever the opposite of not by choice is. He's just there, innit? Because we ain't got a choice. Tomiyasu's injured, Timber's injured, so yeah, he's up next. Didn't really, not saying he had a bad game, but you know, when you have your best available to you, then yeah, you're able to do your best. Do you know what I mean? It's not on Kivio. I'm not jumping on him here, but it just goes to show. You know what I mean? I'm not really a fan of Zinchenko, but yeah, a game like this will suit him, you know, where teams are just sitting back, letting you have the ball, you know. And at the end of the day, look, it's not the end of the world. It's 1-0. It's repairable. Do you know what I mean? It's not one of them damages that, you know, you're 3-0 down and, you know, you have to go back home. And then when that game comes, the other team just sits back and then picks you off. It's not one of those games. Do you know what I'm saying? It's disappointing, but at the Emirates, we gotta be wounded animals. Someone's gotta feel our wrath. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone's gotta get smashed for this. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, wounded animals. Like whether it's Newcastle and Porto, then it's gotta be that. But someone's gotta feel that. Because you think about all the top teams, whenever they lose a game, they bounce straight back. And not only do they bounce back with a vengeance. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking mauling. That's what I want next. I want to see how the boys get on with this now, and I hope this defeat hasn't affected their mentality, because we've been flying so high. But also, you know, our mentality is still a bit fragile. Do you know what I'm saying? We're still a bit fragile. So how do we cope? You know, flying so well over these past few weeks, and then now a little dent. How do we bounce back from that? Hopefully, we just leave that there. Leave that in Porto. Leave that in Porto. Come back. Do you know what I'm saying? If we gotta go Dubai again between now and Saturday, then go Dubai, because that seems to be our lucky place. You know what I'm saying? Hit Dubai quick. Get on that flight straight to Dubai. Come back Friday and then sort it out on Saturday. But listen, we didn't play bad. That game had 0-0 written all over it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they had a shot. It went in, and that was probably the only way they were ever gonna score in this game. To be fair, they had a chance in the first half, or I think it was in the first half. They had a clear-cut chance to score. But other than that, they didn't really pose anything else. Like Saliba and Gabriel, I can't even remember like them actually coming doing anything, you know. But that doesn't count for nothing, because at the end of the day, we've lost. But it's not over. It's not over. If we get the same Arsenal that we've had these last few weeks, it's far from over. It is far from over. The boys will learn from it. Listen, there's levels to this. This is Champions League. And for a lot of these, man, this is their first time playing this competition. Do you know what I'm saying? So maybe there was a bit of naivety. And also got to remember, it's also Arteta's first time too. You know, there's a lot of virgins out there today. Last 16 Champions League virgins out there today. The managers won. Do you know what I mean? But the disappointing part is, if you can't win, don't lose. don't lose. It don't matter what level of football you play, whether it's Champions League, League One, or whatever. If you can't win, don't lose. And that would have been the same for Porto. I'm sure Porto wouldn't have wanted to play so well to keep us off and then us score. So it's the same thing, you know. But it's disappointing we didn't get in behind them once. Like, you got a 41-year-old Pepe or 40-year-old Pepe, and you got someone like Martinelli with all his pace and all his energy, and we didn't exploit that once. We didn't try to go in behind once. We played so predictable at times, you know, to the wingers, nothing really through the middle. Nothing through the middle. Like, yeah, like we got the set piece, we scored the highest amount of goals from set pieces, but where was that? That didn't show today, bro. That never showed once today. The amount of set pieces we had today, like, I'm sure if that was in the Premier League, we scored them. So obviously these guys have done their research, but also a lot of it goes down to the delivery. Like, the deliveries was very poor. Like I said, we could have had 30 more of those set piece corners and would not have scored. Would not have scored. But we go on to our next game against Newcastle, and I hope to God we fucking batter them. Like, I hope to God, like, they gotta feel our wrath. And you know what? That game against Newcastle will show me our true intentions for this season. Like, will really show us our true intentions. Are we serious about really winning a major trophy? If we want to compete in the Premier League, or if we want to win the Champions League, or go as far in the Champions League, or go as far in the Premier League as we can, like, Saturday will really show us what this team is about. Because, like I said, all big teams, when they suffer a setback, they bounce back hard. And that's what we've got to do. I expect nothing less from the Newcastle game. Nothing less. I expect a mauling, especially how we got robbed against them at St. James Park. So that's what we've got to look forward to now. Just put this game behind us now and go forward, man, and really do. And hopefully we should have some players back. You know, I don't know what's going on with Partey. I mean, Timber's still out. Tomiyasu's one is a mystery to me. This guy played all through the Asian Cup with his national team. They get knocked out. He comes back, and what the hell is happening? What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, man. Listen, as usual, man. Post up in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, whatever it is that these people tell you to do. Do it for me.